Good evening, JpIowa here. And yes, another shed talk. Here we go. Alright? So you guys are tuning in, I hope, to listen to some normal guy in his shed trying to get some views on YouTube. So I promise my kids a pull if we get 10,000 views. Kind of kidding, but if I get 10,000 views, maybe I'll do it. Anyway, so last few talks, I gave some funny things and did some stuff, and I didn't know what to talk about tonight, but after picking up my boy at the sport event, football camp, I thought, well, I'll talk about sports briefly. I went to a funeral this week, and a great gentleman, great coach, great person in our community, Coach Johnson, passed away. Tons of kind words for that gentleman. I went to the funeral and basically watched all the hearts and all this sad people in there missing the gentleman. Didn't know him that well, to be honest. Knew his wife, know his daughter. Had to go to the church and help out. Made sure everything was okay for the big funeral in North Scott. But it was a big funeral. And I tell you what, the guy was a great person because a lot of people came out. And I hope my funeral's similar, that a lot of people want to come out and see mine. So, hey, I thought maybe after sitting through the funeral and picking up my son, thought maybe I'd quickly talk about sports and coaching. I coached a little bit. I know it's tough, but I just like to say thank you to all the coaches. Maybe a few are watching. Because you know what? It's tough in today's world. When I used to play sports in Palmyra, Missouri, mostly Little League and basketball, we had some good coaches too. We had volunteers. I don't think the parents got involved as much. I don't think there's much drama or politics, as they would say. Well, of course, we heard it when we was kids. We heard it from our parents that something was politics or there was some politics involved and all that stuff. I think today's world is a little tougher. And to be a coach, kudos to you. Good job, because it's tough today's world. Because parents, you know what? Silence ain't a big thing anymore. They think that they need to say things to make them feel better. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, I might say some things too, because it's our kid, right? It's our little guy out there, our little girl. But we need to learn that, coaches are putting their time, their talent, and their life pretty much out there. And we should be nice to them. We should thank them. We should appreciate what they do. You know what? Even if you think it's a bad coach, appreciate what they do. I don't know too many bad coaches. Matter of fact, I don't think I know any bad coaches. I don't think that two words should be ever put together, bad coach. I mean, they're out there trying their best. And they're coaching your kid. I think parents think that coaches should be their parents. No. Parents should be their parent. Coach needs to be the coach. As a parent, I sometimes coach my kids. And I'm sure a coach would say sometimes they parent their kid. They shouldn't have to. Step it up, parents. Take care of your kids first off. Don't worry about all that drama and coaching some other day. Anyway, funeral made me think. All the great coaches in North Scott and all the great coaches back in my Palmyra, Missouri, and all them coaches you guys run into every day. Thank them. Buy them a shake. Buy them an ice cream. Good old days you used to win a game, you used to go get ice cream, right? I think they still do that. I don't need more ice cream. Had enough. By the way, thank you, Whitey's, for coming to Eldridge. Gained 10 pounds. So, few coaches I know personally, and they used to say things like, you know what, some people might not like me and some people will like me. I don't know if that's totally true. I think you should always like the coach. I mean, maybe you're different in their opinion, but you're not doing it. I coached a few times. I remember I had a screaming parent come to me screaming at me in the middle of a game. She thought her daughter was a really good player, which I thought she would be successful in what she was doing. You know, maybe she is a good player, but just not that day, right? Maybe she will turn out to be a great athlete. But that day she wasn't. That's how life goes. Life is tough. Life has tough things that happen to you. Trust me. I'm living it. So, Shed Talk, whatever number it is, might be a little too serious for some. Maybe not be funny enough. I'm not really that funny some days. Some days I am. My kid says you should say Shed Talk Gone Wrong at 3 a.m. or something like that. Put some hot topics in there so people will start watching. I don't know. Maybe you just watch to hear me rattle on and on and on about stuff. But this Shed Talk was for the coaches out there. It's a big thank you for all the people that work with our kids, work with the community, work at camps, volunteer, all the hard work they do. And this is for the parents. You know what? Be a parent. Leave some of the drama out. Because you know what? The kids don't need to see it. Because they just build on it. So here's another sporting season coming up. Shout out to the Lancers. Good luck in all the sports. Shout out to the community. And shout out to Denny Johnson. You were a heck of a man. I saw it through all the people I watched. And all the tears down people's cheeks. And all the heartbroken hearts. And all the community coming out for that fine gentleman. So you know what? Things we should strive for. Because when we leave this world, we want someone to stand up and say, that's a great guy, a great woman. The sermon put on by my lovely friend and our pastor was great. A little bit of sports in there, but mostly about the man he was. And he was a good man. You could see it all around the community. So remember what I always say. Have compassion. Have a heart. Hold the door for somebody. Be kind. Because you never know what tomorrow might bring. A deep thoughts. JpInIowa. Shed Talk number, whatever. Take care. Till next time. If there is going to be a next time.